Alright, good morning. We're gonna try Kingdom Come Deliverance. I was talking about how I have an unreasonable amount of games in my Epic Game Store library to get through. So I thought let's just start with some of these free games we got. I wanted to start with one of the best ones, I think, Kingdom Come Deliverance. This might actually turn out like I think there's a lot of content in this game. So let's see.
Charles IV, King of Bohemia and Holy Roman Emperor, had a long and successful reign. The empire he ruled from Prague expanded, and his subjects lived in peace and prosperity. When the emperor died, the whole empire mourned. More than 7,000 people accompanied him on his last procession. The heir to the throne
Dude, my audio is messed up.
Son,
My one ear is way more quiet.
whose father had prepared him for this moment all his life.
Huh.
But Wenceslas did not take after his father. He neglected affairs of state for more frivolous pursuits. He even failed to turn up for his own coronation as emperor, which did little to endear him to the Pope. Wenceslas the Idle did not impress the imperial nobility either. His difficulties mounted until the nobles, exasperated by the inaction of their ruler, turned for help to his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. Sigismund decided on a radical solution. He kidnapped the king to force him to abdicate, then took advantage of the ensuing disorder to gain greater power for himself. He invaded Bohemia with a massive army and began pillaging the territories of the king's allies. It is here that my story begins.
Interesting. Okay. So straight away I was just saying I have to check this. I think this is actually an issue just with like my headphones. I might try unplugging them and replugging them in. It's just one headphone isn't getting audio and the other is. Oh my god, one headphone is quieter than the other. I keep switching between ears to make sure I'm not actually going deaf in one ear. Man. Screw it. Whatever. Oh man, one headphone is definitely quieter. Hold on. Yep, I don't know what to do. It's just more quiet. Whatever. Let's just get into this. Alright, oh my god, it's got eye tracking. I wonder what you can do with that. Subtitles, tutorials. We're gonna do simplified lockpicking because I have heard the lockpicking is brutal. Need a DLC for HD textures. Let's ramp this field of view up. Oh my god, is the max field of view really 75? Okay. I hope my PC can support ultra high. We'll see. It's CryEngine, so... yeah, you know what? We'll just try very high.
Sicut in cielo et in terra, panem nostrum super substantiale da nobis hodie, et dimite nobis debita nostra, sicut et nos dimissimus
Alright. Let's see, do we have any DLCs? Tournament. Okay, let's just jump straight in. My cat's staring at me. The early 15th century was a time of turmoil in the Holy Roman Empire, which had flourished under the late Emperor Charles the Fourth, but now it is something the machine's inactivity angered many of the nobility, as well as his half-brother, King Sigismund of Hungary. I'm gonna completely butcher this. Damn, this is beautiful. Hopefully the gameplay's good and it's more than beautiful. Guy waving, come along. Silver Scallops, 1403.
God bless.
Same to you.
Today's a scorcher.
Yeah, maybe because you're all wearing long sleeve shirts and gowns and stuff. Like, yeah, you ever heard of sleeveless shirts, people?
Well, husband, how goes it?
Good. I should get it finished today. Where on earth is Henry? I need him to run some errands.
He was still sleeping when I went out.
This hour? Blue-blooded idler.
Well, it looks like he was out all evening, drinking like a lord.
Go and get the lazy bones up then. Quick clout round the ear should do it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, are we him? Are we Henry?
Henry! Get up now. There's work to be done.
Mother. Get up or I'll come get you up, you slugabed.
Hear that? You'd better not vex him. Now get up quick. Your breakfast is on the table. Wait, what's this? Have you been... Oh, Henry. How many times have I told you about fighting?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just a scratch.
You've been at that sword play again, haven't you? You'd better pray your father doesn't get to hear of it. You know how he feels about it.
Oh, don't worry, it wasn't that. I just scratched myself is all.
Well, just don't come crying to me if you really do get hurt. Now get up, you rogue.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're Henry. So that looked super good. Even, I'm pretty sure that was an in-engine cutscene, not pre-rendered. I'm super interested to see when we actually get into the game what it's like.
A fine state you're in this morning. What on earth did you get up to last night?
Oh, here we go. By means of the first two choices in this dialogue, you will select your character's default characteristics. If you're not satisfied with them, not to worry, your characteristics can be further developed without limitations. We were chatting in the tavern, speech, I was dancing, I was with Bianca, I was working in the forge. What kind of a character do we want to go for this? Can I do like the equivalent of a low intelligence playthrough in Fallout? Just do dumb strength.
I was sweating in the forge all day yesterday, and then I was helping Fritz and Matthew with some errands. So I'd say I have a right to be a bit tired.
Well, I've got a feeling there's something you're not telling me. And it's connected with that scratch on your hand. And that suspicious-looking character with a sword who turned up in town recently.
What does it matter? Strength?
So I'm learning to sword fight, and what of it? What harm does it do? At least I'll be able to defend myself.
God above, Hal! You know how your father will react when he finds out.
How? What's he going to do? I'm doing nothing wrong, I just wanted to try it.
On your own head be it then. I can't stop you, and you can deal with your father on your own. Don't come looking to me for help.
Go to your father. Have my friends been here?
Did Matthew and Fritz come looking for me?
No, I haven't seen them this morning. They shouldn't be hard to find. They'll be hanging around a tavern somewhere as usual.
talk about that. You're misjudging them, my friends. None of these are good options.
That's unfair.
Really? So where were you until the small hours last night?
I was with Bianca, of course.
You mean at Bianca's tavern? And who was there with you? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. Matthew and Fritz. Well, at least you were with Bianca. You should hold on to that one, Hal. She's a clever girl. And invite her for supper sometime. Your father's very fond of her.
Of course he is. He thinks he'll be able to wheedle the secret of beer brewing out of her.
You're right there. You'd think he was planning to become a brewer in his dotage. Still, that's your father for you. At least he's interested in something, unlike you lot. You're too busy getting into mischief to do an honest day's work. If Fritz and Matthew carry on this way,
Dude, the
they'll
game
wind
just
up
starts
swinging
out
one
with our
day.
parent
You
just
mark my
berating
words.
us. Like, what the? Is Pa angry at me? Do you need help? I'm hungry.
Can I get something to eat?
I left some breakfast on the table. Help yourself.
Alright, hold on. I gotta let my cat out of the room. Alright. Do you need help?
Do you need me to do anything, Ma?
Ah, you're a good lad. But I'm fine. It's your father needs helping with that sword.
Yep, the game actually does look like... Oh my god. This is, So I want to say there's a little bit of motion blur when you move the screen. But wow. I haven't played a CryEngine game for like so long. First thing I notice is it's got the brightness, got like brightness adaptation, like brightness auto balancing down. When you go in here, you can see the room brightens up and you can actually see it. It's super bright out here, and then when you go out here, your eyes adjust and it appears as like nearly pitch black in there. It's like, yeah, wow. You want to sneak in somewhere, make sure no one hears you. New codex entry. Charles of Luxembourg, born Wenceslas, son of King John of Luxembourg, was the second member of the Luxembourg dynasty to become King of Bohemia and the first to attain the title of Holy Roman Emperor. He held many other titles besides Margrave of Moravia, Count of Luxembourg, renowned for his diplomatic skills and erudition. He actively endeavored to consolidate his position and ensure. Do they have to use so many big words? Survival of his line, he was well versed in several languages and at the French court. During his reign, Prague and the lands of the Bohemian crown underwent a major transformation, becoming a powerful political, economic, and cultural center. For this reason, this period of his reign is known as the Golden Age. He married 4 times and had 13 children, most of whom died in infancy. The most illustrious of his offspring were his sons Wenceslas and Sigismund, who both became rulers of the land. Pope. The Pope is the supreme head of the Roman Catholic Church, Jesus Christ's deputy on earth, and cannot be removed from office. His word is regarded by the Church as infallible, equivalent in the effect to the Holy Scriptures. At the time of our game, however, nothing was quite straightforward due to the papal schism that lasted from 1978 to 1417. There were, for a time, as many as 3 rival claimants to the throne of St. Peter's. For secular rulers, support for one claimant or the other was often less question of faith than of political convenience. Holy shit, this is so much reading. Let's just leave this for now. Can I pick stuff up? Can sit. Alright, let's go see our dad. But yeah, man, I gotta say, CryEngine has probably nailed the realistic lighting for like outdoor scenes. I have to say, this is like perfect. Okay, right as I say that, everything just flashes and loads back in. Hello, Father.
What's the matter with you, Henry? Didn't you hear me calling you?
Sometimes you need powers of persuasion to achieve your goals. When talking to people, you can often choose what kind of impression you want to make on them. You can simply use speech, which however is influenced by the reputation you have at the moment with the person you're talking to. In the Middle Ages, social status was paramount, so the quality of your attire and how well groomed you are together with your reputation can make a big difference to how people respond to you. If you look dangerous, people will be afraid to cross you and also will be more willing to assign risky tasks to you. That's influenced mainly by your strength and the deterrent effect of your weapons and equipment, but other things also take into account, such as blood stains on your clothes. You can sometimes rely on money to do the talking for you. You just have to agree. In special cases, you can try any other skill. Horsemanship, it's only the manner of persuasion that's important. Okay, straight away I just gotta say, I think there's way too much reading in this game. It's partially because I'm reading it out, but like, oh my god, this stuff right here is like super stretched out. They could have confined this to like single words, like use speech. Influenced by your reputation. Looking dangerous, which is based on your deterrent skill and strength. Like, basically they're like doing so much text that they don't need to do, like filler words and stuff, which I just think is horrible when there's already so much text you have to read. It's like, yeah. Oh my god, and then there's another page. Different approaches work on other people. You want to intimidate a tough brawler easily, and no matter how well you dress, you won't impress the nobility easily. That's because Henry's abilities aren't simply assigned a universal value, but compared with the ability. Yeah, if I keep reading this stuff, I'm not going to be talking in an hour.
Sorry, Father. I was taking a stroll and lost track of time. Somehow I had a feeling I was seeing everything for the first time.
Hal, my boy, when are you going to get some sense? Anyway, we've a lot of work to do today. I'm finishing the sword for Sir Radzig, and I need your help.
With what?
I'm running out of charcoal. Run to the market and buy a bag from the charcoal burner.
I'll need some money then.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Kunesh still owes me for an axe, a hammer, and the nails I sold him a month ago. Not to mention his debt from before. Go and tell him to pay up, at least for the axe and hammer, and then use the money to buy the charcoal.
Oh, we're gonna fight that guy.
Drunkard. That'll be fun.
Well, you're a big lad now. I'm sure you can manage. If not, tell him that next time I'll come myself and personally use that hammer to bang those nails into his arse.
Sure I'll be happy to hear it. Is that all?
Not quite. The Chamberlain at the castle has the crossguard for Sir Radzig's sword, which I had engraved in Sasau.
You want me to go and pick it up? All right. Money, charcoal, crossguard. Got it.
And ale. Stop off at the tavern on your way home. I know you'll be going there anyway to see that girl of yours. But make sure the ale's still cool from the cellar when you get back.
Her name is Bianca.
Right, so make sure Bianca draws me a nice cool one. Run along now, work won't wait.
Find all the information about quests in the log. Oh god, it's like it's assaulting me with so much text. Alright, I gotta increase the sensitivity. Alright, you can't delay, no time to lose. How do I bring up my menu then? Oh yeah, like this, okay. Started getting some training from the mercenary who turned up in Scallott's recently. Father and mother mustn't find out. For some reason they don't want me to learn to defend myself. I got a bit of a cut in yesterday's lesson though. We're supposed to meet by the alehouse again today. Alright, is there a map? There is a map. And there's the quest objectives. Main quests. Okay. Cool. Let's go do A first. I'm just really taking in how good these graphics are. CryEngine is really something.
And the king won't get his silver.
Which king do you mean, Master Tobias? The one sitting in some godforsaken dungeon, or the one who holds the key to the dungeon?
These are strange times. Strange and ill-omened. But since I serve our liege lord Sir Radzig, I think you know the answer.
True, but where will Sir Radzig take the silver? Hardly to Kuttenberg. Now its citizens bend their knees to Sigismund.
Fortunately, that's not my problem.
Hey, Henry's come to see us.
At the castle until this old unhappy story.
Hi, Henry. Oh wait, I'm Henry. Oh, okay. Things are on the menu.
I'll need 3 wagon loads.
I see your people are working hard. You'll have it tomorrow.
Burner, Tobias.
With pleasure, good man.
Aren't I supposed to go to the mercenary? Go to the sword fighting lesson. Supposed to meet
I'll
by
have to get something
the
to
ale
eat.
house.
Starting to get hungry.
Hail to the hero! So you haven't changed your mind about learning the craft of warfaring? Have you recovered from yesterday's great wound?
That was nothing. Except Mother noticed and had a word or two to say about it.
No mother's happy when a son starts to take an interest in swords. Where there's weapons, there's death. The question is, what do you want?
I don't want to rot in this hole forever. I feel like I don't belong here. I want to live and see the world. But the world's a dangerous place and I need to know how to protect myself.
Spoken like a man. And as it happens, today's your last chance. I have to leave. So, are you ready to get stuck in?
Yes?
All right, I wait on the ground by the sheepfold as usual.
By the what?
Got bellyache, have you? That's nasty. So, can we get started?
We can.
Good. And since today's the last time we'll be seeing each other, you can show me everything I've taught you so far. Very well. Let's start with the basics. Keep moving. Your life depends on it. All right. Now try to hit me. You have to put your weight into your attack. If you just fiddle around, you'll get nowhere. Try slashing from different sides. Unpredictability is the key. Never repeat yourself.
Slash.
Fine. All right.
Okay.
Not bad. All right. The point of the blade is for stabbing. Try it a few times. Fine. Not bad. Again. Good. Once again. Good. Let's try something else. One strike I can fend off without a sweat. But if you chain your strikes, I'll have a much harder time. As soon as you land one blow, follow it with another. Fine. Nice. Nice.
Oh, I'm getting tired. These sheep bawling at us.
I don't know about you, but I'm tired and thirsty. Remember though, train hard. No one becomes a master swordsman overnight. You have to work and work. And the main thing is to use what you've learned in real combat. There's nothing better than experience, believe me.
So was that it? Was that objective A, or... Oh, okay, yeah, now we go and buy a bag of charcoal. Except maybe we need to, let's just do it in the order it tells us, not think about it.
Henry, I'm glad you came. Good day. Good luck, then.
Add to basket. Check basket. I think I need to buy 10. Your wealth 0. Oh, okay, so I need to... Oh, I do need to get the money from Kunesh, it looks like, first, because I don't have money. Huh. Collect debt from Kunesh, C. Seems so weird to me that it names it ABC in like a order, but like it's actually the wrong order that you're supposed to do things.
God be with you, Kunesh.
What do you want?
My father sent me to get the coin you owe him for the axe, hammer and nails.
I've got nothing. Clear off.
You know you owe father for a lot more than just the axe and hammer. If he went to the bailiff about it, you'd be in deep water. At least pay for the tools if you can't pay for everything.
I told you I have no coin, you bastard. Get the hell out of here, or I'll use the axe on you.
I must have misheard you. It sounded like you just told me to clear off. But you wouldn't be stupid enough to think you can steal, not pay your debts, and then try to scare me. Would you?
You son of a whore. How dare you speak to me like that? Didn't your thieving father teach you any manners? No? Well, I'll teach you then. Bye-bye.
Unarmed combat. Hook. Strong, slower hand, strike to the head. Direct blow, LT kick. Lock opponent, B unlock, LB block. Oh my god, what? I have like no chance. This is completely one-sided. He's like way faster than me.
You had it
That's
coming,
stupid.
you pup. And your old man can fuck off too.
Man, I hate when games give you fights that you just have no chance of winning. Like, honestly, I don't know what they were thinking with how this game starts off. You start off with just everyone giving you shit. Your mom gives you shit, your dad gives you shit, and then you go and get beat up by a drunkard. I don't know, man. This this doesn't seem like the kind of fantasy world that a lot of people like to go to. Wait. So that, like, if we didn't get money, how do we buy the stuff? Is there like no tutorial in this game? It just like drops you. Like, Jesus, it's not just all the reading. I actually think this game is like super cluttered. I'm wondering what the actual gameplay is going to be looking like if Is like most of the fights scripted like that, or try to get the axe hammer and nails back another way. Alright, let's go get patched up. It's really weird to me when you sprint like this, it like does something to you, like it. Yeah, when you sprint, it like move. That is weird. When you sprint, it changes how your movement works. There's a lot of stuff in this game, just in the first 15 minutes I found, that is super clunky. Like, game's beautiful, but I'm honestly thinking there's going to be some major issues in this.
Ma? Ma! I'm hurt. Won't stop bleeding.
Oh, now, stop squealing like a baby and show me that. There you are, good as new. You ought to learn to do that yourself.
Thanks, Ma.
You ought to learn to do that yourself,
damn it, my
but
stomach
doesn't
hurts.
teach me how to do it. Okay. Alright, I'm still super confused. Buy a bag of charcoal at the market. How do I get a bag of charcoal if I have no money? Hello, I need money.
About time. Have you got everything I wanted?
When I asked Kunish to pay, he fought me instead.
That bastard. You don't look too bad, though. Did you get the better of him?
I'm fine, but he didn't give me the money.
Ah, it doesn't matter. I'll sort him out this evening. I've no time for him now.
But without Kunish's money, I can't buy those other things you wanted.
Here's coin for the charcoal and the ale. I'll get it back from that mongrel this evening.
Dude, I really don't like the beginning of this game. It's just putting us on fetch quests and not, like, I was thinking, okay, it's gonna take it super easy and teach us how to do stuff. It's this really weird thing where it's putting us on these super slow, boring fetch quests, but not teaching us shit. Oh my god.
Welcome, Henry. Goodbye.
And like, I think this is bugged out because it says you're supposed to like view your basket, but I can never view the basket. Like, look at this. How do I view the basket? It goes to buy, sell, and it doesn't check basket. So the UI is so unintuitive. Holy shit. You go back and forth with these buttons, and then sometimes it just doesn't go to basket. Look at this. What? Sometimes it does go to basket, sometimes it doesn't. Jesus. I don't know what they were thinking when they designed this UI. Well, it seems like they weren't thinking. You pay 5. Haggle. Wait, what did haggle do? Did haggle do anything different? It didn't say anything, whatever. Do we have no... Oh, there we go. Alright, let's pick up the crossguard at the castle.
I'll be with you.
I'm with you, Henry.
How are you?
Father sent me. We're forging a sword for Sir Radzig, and the Chamberlain has the crossguard and pommel. Father had them engraved in Sasau.
Right. They're here. The Chamberlain gave them to us for you. We looked them over. Beautiful work. I've never seen anything so fine.
I can't wait to see the sword. Just make sure you don't botch it.
When did I ever botch anything?
Where shall I start?
Ah, shut up and give me what I want, or I'll kick your ass this evening.
Right away, your lordship.
Magnificent. Shame I can't keep the sword for myself. Well, I better go if we're to get the job done by this evening.
Godspeed. See you later in the tavern.
You certainly will. After today's work, the ale might even be on me.
Ah? Alright, finally, let's go to the tavern. Oh, it's doing loading?
You can't be serious, Deutsch. Insulting our king.
What insult? I say only the truth. Sigismund has done only what he had to.
He had to abduct the king. He had to lure his cousin Prokop into a trap and imprison him. He had to invade with his army of Tatars and besiege Kuttenberg.
Why not? What is this Wenceslas for a king? The empire is falling asunder in his hands. The German counts elected Ruprecht of the Palatinate as king because your Wenceslas would not go to their deeds even.
German counts. Traitors.
Now even the Pope
God be with
is
you,
opposed
Henry.
to your king.
I'm with you,
So are
Matthew.
such lords as
What's going on
Helmut
here?
Rosenberg.
Deutsch is
Even
spouting
the
shit.
Austrian Dukes Albrecht
What?
and
Just
Wilhelm
listen and you'll
are
hear
on
for yourself.
Sigismund's side. Someone has to bring order and reunite the empire.
What do I care about the Austrians? And nowadays, not even the devil himself can keep up with all the popes. Which is the rightful pope? The one in Rome or the one in Avignon?
Do not blaspheme, Alex.
No, it's true, though. Wenceslas is the king of Bohemia. Bohemian nobles are on his side. To hell with Rosenberg and his cabal. Sir Radzig is Wenceslas' commander-in-chief. He stayed loyal to the king. And if he heard you talking like this, he would have you whipped like a dog.
Your Diet will soon have nothing left to rule. Jobst had to sell Luxembourg to help your king. South Bohemia is with Sigismund
and don't forget about Kuttenberg, where Germans like you kissed Sigismund's feet to keep their heads.
Yes, but...
Goodman Deutsch, this is pointless. Let us talk of more pleasant things.
My words exactly.
Deutsch has gone too far. Wenceslas is our rightful king.
Deutsch is an idiot. But what can you do? I might have an idea. Deutsch deserves to be taught a lesson. Doesn't he, Fritz?
You're too right, Matthew. Should give him a proper hiding.
Are you mad? Do you want to end up in the pillory? Don't listen to Fritz. I've got a better idea. Deutsch was talking such shit, it made me think of that huge parliament. You know, the one right next to his freshly whitewashed house.
You think we should redecorate for him? Count me in.
Well, I'd rather torch it, to be honest. But throwing some turds will do.
What do you say, Henry?
But I was going to get ale for Father and a few other things. We're finishing Sir Radzig's sword.
Come on. Throwing a few handfuls of manure is not going to take all day.
And it's our duty to defend the honor of our king.
So, are you with us?
How do you get the smell of manure off your hands? Don't tell me it doesn't give me an option here. I won't do it.
Not that I don't want to teach the Deutsch a lesson, but I really don't have time.
That's disappointing. Still, we can manage without you. Let's go, lads.
Honestly, Hal, how could you possibly chance like this?
You don't need 4 people to throw turds. Wait, so... where am I trying to go?
Here. Good health to you, Henry.
Hello? Can I speak to you?
God save, my lovely. You're looking well today.
You too, handsome. What brings you here?
Your beauty, of course.
Oh, noble sir. I'm as honored as any simple maid can be. And apart from my beauty, what else might your worship desire?
I need ale for father.
A pitcher as usual?
Aye. Bring me a cool one from the cellar.
But of course. Here you are.
Thanks.
It's on me today. You can pay me back this evening.
Out of the question. Here you go. And this evening I'll have something more for you.
I can't wait.
Thanks. You'll have something to look forward to this evening.
You too. Oh, by the way, that shifty-looking fellow was asking after you.
Maniac?
I suppose. He's a man who makes his coin robbing honest wayfarers. I'm sure of it. I'll be happy when he's gone for good. But what in heaven's name are you up to with him?
He promised to teach me how to use a sword.
What use would that be to you?
Enough. You sound just like father. I'll be going now. See you this evening.
Hal, I've got something special for you.
Is that so? Now what would that be?
Your favorite, Savior Schnapps.
Really? You're an angel.
I hope you'll thank me properly later.
You bet I will.
Savior Schnapps. The game saves automatically at important moments during quests. When you sleep in your own bed, to save them immediately, drink Savior Schnapps. So there's actually a use for it. Interesting. So from the looks of it, it honestly seems like this game is going to be so big with so many different mechanics and things, I'm going to have a huge issue wrapping my head around all of it.
Yeah, about time. Have you got everything I wanted?
I have charcoal, the hilt, and the ale. We can start.
Good job. Let's have it then, son. Well done. Right. Let's see what kind of job
Oh
the
man, a
Master
cool
did for
ale
us.
after the heat the forge.
Look at that, lad. Well, that's what I call craftsmanship.
What does the inscription mean?
Damned if I know. Doesn't look like Czech to me. Latin, maybe? Lord Radzig ordered it. Oh, this will be the finest sword I've ever made. Have you got the charcoal? Good. Then fire up the forge. We'll put it all together.
We're gonna mess it up. We're gonna get in huge shit. I can tell. There needs to be some conflict to this story.
By the way, I heard some gossip about what happened to Deutsch. I expect you know something about it.
Maybe.
Maybe? Someone threw dung at Deutsch's freshly lime-washed house, maybe? And maybe those cronies of yours had something to do with it?
That Deutsch was talking treason in the tavern about Sigismund and the king. He got what he deserved.
Oh, got what he deserved, did he? Look, I don't know if you're mixed up in this or if it's just those friends of yours. It's all the same to me. But I have a trade to run. The German pays well. And having my son in the pillory helps nothing and nobody, least of all the king. Do you understand?
Yes.
Look me in the eye, Henry. Do you understand?
I understand.
Good. Then we'll never have this conversation again.
What, so you think it's right to let traitors speak ill of the king?
Does that boy ever listen to a word I say? So Deutsch spouts rubbish, so what? You might win a fight with violence, but you'll never win an argument. Remember, Henry, if you want to convince someone that they're wrong, try using your mouth, and not your fists.
The furnace is ready.
Right, we'll do the grip. I'll heat it up, and when I take it out, you slip the grip on so it fits exactly. You know what you're doing. Do it. Good. Once more.
I'm not wearing gloves or
That's
anything.
Done. Now file it down so it sits well in the hand. I'll prepare the guard.
Father, why did you leave Prague? Who ever heard of a master swordsmith making horseshoes in a village?
I had my reasons, Hal. And here I have your mother and you. Why would I want any other life?
Do you remember Emperor Charles?
I do. Life was good under his reign.
Better than now.
He built half of Prague, and a score of castles, had a bridge made over the Moldau, and founded a university, and all without a war. He knew how to rule.
Better than Wenceslas.
Better by far. But Wenceslas doesn't have it easy. It's hard to step into the shoes of someone whose like is born only once 1,000 years.
What about Sigismund?
Do you think Charles would have brought an army down on his own people like Sigismund? No. Wenceslas may not be the equal of his father, but Sigismund, he brings shame to the royal name. How's it going? Give it here, and we'll put it all together.
It's magnificent.
Indeed it is. The Lord be with you. My father sent me for those nails.
Good day to you, Teresa. They're ready. Will you fetch them for me, Hal? They're in the trunk in the living room.
Henry, are you all right?
Bring those nails and don't keep Teresa waiting.
Here are those nails you wanted.
Thanks. So, how's Bianca?
She's fine. Why do you ask?
Just wondering, will you be going to the dance this evening?
That will do. Go and get those damn nails.
Maybe we'll see each other there. Anyway, mustn't keep you. I'll be on my way. That sword is truly beautiful.
Fine lass, eh? Now stop staring at her and come and see this. It's time for the trial by fire. We did a fine job.
I would expect nothing less from such a renowned swordsmith.
Those days are gone, sir.
You haven't lost your skills, though. Would you like to try it?
Sir, what good is a sword to a commoner?
Let him try it. You still have a lot to learn. Ask your father to show you how. He knows what he's about.
Learning his trade will serve him better in life, sir.
Perhaps. But who knows what the future holds for each of us. I see that you almost have it finished.
It just needs a polish, then Henry will bring it to you.
Excellent. Fine work, very fine. A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer. What say you, Svan?
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had its like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently. How odd to find such an accomplished swordsmith working in a place like this. A man of his talent would have no problem making a fortune in Prague or Vienna.
You're right. It's a very long and peculiar story.
I'd be glad to listen to it over a cup of wine, but duty calls, and I must leave. Here you are. Learn from your father. He truly is a master of his craft.
I'm sure our paths will cross again.
He certainly will.
Once it's ready, send your son up to me with it. Good work, Martin.
Sir.
It's been an honor, Sir Istvan. Have a safe journey to Sasau.
The honor is mine, Sir Radzik. Thank you for the hospitality.
A long, peculiar history. That was a long time ago. I might tell you about it sometime, but not today.
Will you teach me how to use it, like Sir Radzik said?
Why?
Well, it could come in useful. Maybe I'll travel a bit before settling down. I'd like to know more than the tavern on the green and the forge.
You know the trouble with an adventurous life, son? It can end before it gets started. I might teach you how to handle a sword, and then someone will shoot you with a crossbow as soon as you set foot outside the house.
True.
Talk as if you've seen it happen.
A man my age has seen a lot. Being a blacksmith might bring no glory, but it has its benefits, like keeping your head on your shoulders. I want to end my days in Skalitz, here, beneath the linden tree and by your mother's side.
Well, so do I, one day. But first I'd like to see the world, meet new people.
Meet them, or beat them?
Meet. Do you have to keep going on about it?
Then you've no need to learn swordplay.
A messenger.
He was in a hurry. What's happened?
Oh my god. There's the conflict. It's going 0 to 100.
take the sword, go into the house, and grab anything else important from the trunk. Go to the castle. Hurry.
What about you?
Your mother is in the village. I'll fetch her and we'll follow right behind.
I'll go with you.
No. You'll do what I say right now. Give the sword to Sir Radzik. If anything happens, he'll take care of you. He owes me.
The arrows just flying through the air. Bianca, though.
We have to close the gates!
Move! Come on, we're closing!
Move it, people!
Come on!
We're running
Come
out
on!
of time! Oh, Henry! Thank God! Get inside, quick! We have to shut the
Get
gates!
running, people! Come on!
Mind this for me.
Are you mad? You can't go back!
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Get through the gate!
Dude, our father's a badass. Oh, he's gonna get... Yeah. We're just standing there helpless. I hate this shit, man. When games do this, there's just you have no effect. It's like you're not even there. I know it's supposed to give us a feeling of like helplessness, but I feel like when you're starting the game, you shouldn't give the players a feeling of helplessness.
Come on, Hal! You can still make it! Run!
Yeah, like I just hate stuff like this when it's like it gives us the option before of running, and then it's not actually our choice. It just does it completely like, oh man.
Find a horse! Ride to Talmberg! Tell them what's coming! Warn them!
Run by the moats! There's a path down there! Jump down from the wall and flee!
Man, so far, the best part of this game hasn't even been the game, it's been these scripted cutscenes. And, like, that's fucking awesome, but it really makes you go, how much of this is really a game? Like, the gameplay of this, in my opinion, so far, is just, like, so shallow. What the fuck? What? So just straight away we start off and we just get killed? I'm so... What? Oh my god. Can I just like restart or something? I'm like not taking damage or... I can't see what's going on because we're in these bushes. And it's not even giving me any prompts or anything of what to do. Maybe I'm just supposed to run. You can't run with injured legs. Oh my god, I have a sword and I'm not holding it. Oh my god, why did it start off with us holding it and then we like weren't holding it? Oh, dude, I hate the way this game just Wait, what? I equipped the sword and it's not equipped? I hate the way this game just throws stuff at you and doesn't show you anything about how to do it. So how do I equip the sword? So it taught us sword fighting, but it didn't actually teach us how to equip the sword or do any of this actual stuff we need to do. So, like, there's the sword getting equipped, but my character doesn't actually hold it in his hands. Hold on. Village lad like you has no chance of defeating the fearsome humans. Better run to save your skin. Yet no shit, I was trying to run, but it like literally impossible for me to run. Let me search up Kingdom Come. How to draw your sword. It really tells you something about this game that one of the most searched things is how to hold your weapon. Pressing and holding the left D-pad button to unsheath. Why the game doesn't tell you that? Fuck if I know. I'm starting to think this isn't really a game, it's more like a cinematic. Anyways, do we have a quest log? Run, my hometown was attacked. Ride to Talberg, get a horse. He said to like jump in the water or something. Jump in the moat.
Keverle neki egyet, hogy ne vergődjön!
A picsába, mi ez? Nyírját!
I don't know how to use a sword. I'm screwed. Wait, what is block?
Mutasd már!
Oh no, one of them has a bow. I'm dead. Dude, the difficulty on this game is insane. Ah, man, the gameplay of this is not seeming great. It's not seeming great at all. I don't know, this is a really interesting game in that normally games like this, it makes you like it's about the combat, it's about fighting stuff and doing stuff in the game. In this, I almost feel like you don't want to do anything. You don't want to take risks and fight people. You just want to follow strictly on the story. which is a really weird system for an open world RPG.
Go to hell, you Tatar beast!
Like, I'm not gonna try and save this person now. I'm just gonna jump on this horse and... God damn, what am I supposed to do here? Well, I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to run, but this is what we've been doing for the first hour of this game, is just running. Oh my god. So, the last games we played on the Epic Game Store were like some simple 2D flashlight games. Like Aztec, Ape Out, and there's this other one, had to do with physics. The gameplay was more fun than this. It's just so interesting to me how a little 2D game can actually have more enjoyable gameplay than like a fully fleshed out realistic game like this. Let me see if I can just jump on the horse. You can call your horse anytime by whistling. Trot is the default speed. Canter combines speed. Gallop is fastest, but drains the horse's speed. Can horses... Come on, the horse... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, the horse can definitely jump that. Alright, we got a horse. Oh, it's weird how it's not really open world. You just reach points where it just does a cutscene or whatever.
Hát ez rövid lesz.
Kitekerem a nyakat, te nyomoronc!
Ja.
I'm dead. Man, this is so difficult for a beginning section of a game. Like, we're an hour in now, and basically all that's happened is, our castle got attacked. Like, our I don't even want to call it a kingdom, but like, our little village got attacked. That's all that's happened in the hour and a half of this game so far. So, I was saying before that the story and cinematics seem to be like the best part of about this game, but I'm not even thinking that's that great anymore. Because so far, like, we're an hour in and barely anything's happened. The story's super slow. Huh. You discovered Ravna.
Left. Almog is to the left, along the stream.
Back to glass.
Go!
They'll kill you all!
Yeah.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? You can't go through bushes? Man, the environment is like perfect in this. It's great how many trees and things they fit in this. CryEngine is honestly like seems to be handling this really well. Oh god, they're right here. How do their horses have more stamina than my horse?
Flee to Talmberg! Roast! They'll kill you all!
I feel like this is one of those games where they tried so hard to make even the gameplay realistic that the gameplay just ended up super boring and stale. Like, here we go.
Oh my god! Wait! Jesus Christ! Help!
Do something!
Help! Quickly, everyone! Get your asses here!
Hey! And loose!
Hajdu! Huzungine! Quickly! We're closing the gate!
Someone give him a drink. And bring hot wine and bandages. Tell me, boy, who are you and where are you from? What in hell's name happened?
I've come from Skalitz. They burned it to the ground. Slaughtered everyone.
Who? Who burned it to the ground?
A huge army. They attacked without warning. And they weren't Czechs or Germans either.
Who then?
I don't know. I've never seen armor like it or heard their language. Maybe Tatars?
Tartars, you say? Yeah. Well, we'll deal with that later. First, let's have a look at that leg of yours.
I don't know.
Grit your teeth, boy. I'm gonna pull that arrow out.
And we pass out.
Easy. All done. You were lucky, lad. The arrow missed the bone. It only needed bandaging, and I've done that often enough before. War is a good teacher. Can you stand? There you go. Good as new.
Thank you.
If you idlers nothing better to do, get back to work. You'll have to speak to Lord Divish. Can you manage? Sir, this is a survivor from...
I heard, Robard. Tell me, boy, what exactly happened? Did you see the ensigns of the attackers? And were there any more survivors?
So, I don't know what army it was, but it was huge. There were dozens of banners flying on the hill above Skalitz. The ones who did the slaughtering spoke a strange language. They burned Skalitz to the ground, but a lot of people took refuge in the castle. I wasn't quick enough. And as I fled, they shouted from the battlements that I should come and warn you.
The soldiers the boy didn't recognize. They could be those Cumans of Sigismund's. It said they came to Hungary from the east, and now they're the core of his army. Sacking Gutenberg must have given him a taste for stolen silver.
Skalitz is a small castle, sir. If Sigismund attacks, they can't hold.
Indeed, Sir Robard. And our small garrison would be no help, even if we could risk sending them.
You think we're next in line?
Maybe. What's your name, boy?
I'm Henry, son of the Skalitz blacksmith.
I know him. Did he make it inside the castle? I'm sorry. It's in God's hands now. No one else can help us. Anyway, thank you for risking your neck to warn us.
I hate that shit. It's in
Robard,
God's
take care of
hands.
him.
You don't need to worry
Make sure
about
he gets
anything,
something
because
to eat
God's
and
gonna
rest.
handle it.
Yes, sir.
And get all the people inside the gates. We have to prepare for the worst. Make all the necessary arrangements.
As you command, sir.
Yeah, so far it does seem like the majority of this game is cutscenes. Like, that's what this game is about. Not the gameplay, but like the cutscenes and the history. Alright, game saved.
Look out.
What am I supposed to do now? Talk to Sir Robard. Alright, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some water. Stand up and stretch.
You fled from Skalitz? How did you manage that? Seems I'm not good enough for the gent.
Don't you start. Oh well, I wouldn't mind a bite to eat, actually. Must eat.
Alright. Oh man. I just like, while I was away there getting water, getting a banana, and eating some breakfast, I was just like thinking about this game. Like, what have I done for the past hour and a half playing this? We really haven't done much. Like, honestly, I think solid 30 to 40 minutes of this game so far has just been spent walking around and riding a horse forward, which is really
You've done well,
slow-paced.
lad. I'm sorry for your loss. You must be all done in. Why don't you go to the kitchen and have a good meal? Sorrow is easier to bear on a full stomach. I heard about your father. They say he was a swordsmith who moved to the countryside to make horseshoes. I can't understand why he'd waste his talents, but I'm sure he had his reasons. He had a fine reputation.
Oh, I just cut out the line.
Ah, milady. You are fortunate our good lady Stephanie of Talmberg has graced us with her presence.
My lady, I'm honored.
So this is our brave young man. Welcome, lad. Bojena here will take care of you. No doubt you're tired and hungry.
Indeed. How could he not be, poor soul? After everything he's been through, he must be as hungry as a bear, aren't you, young master? Here you are, then. Eat your fill.
And a little wine to wash it down.
Thank you, my lady.
They're too nice. This is a setup for something.
When you're done, you can go and rest with the grooms in the Outer Bailey.
No, that won't do, Sir Robard. After all he's been through, he deserves a proper bed. Let him sleep in a lodge in the courtyard.
Certainly, milady. Young Henry here is overwhelmed by your generosity.
Yes, yes, thank you, my lady. May God reward you for your kindness.
Eat up now. You're in capable hands, so I'll leave you to it. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, man.
When you've done, you can sleep in the bedchamber of the courtyard lodge. And don't forget to take off those filthy boots before getting into bed.
Eat. Roast duck, lentil mash, bread roll, cheese, apple. Wait, we just pick it up. We don't eat it. Oh, I'm guessing we have to go into our menu just to eat it here. Food. I didn't even see. Where is hunger? Nourishment. I'm guessing it's nourishment.
I hear you came from Scarlet's today. It must have been terrible there. How did it happen?
Can we actually talk to her?
It was a fine sunny day until Sigismund came with his army. I saw him sitting there with his red beard and proud posture as he gave the signal to attack.
Oh, no.
We all ran towards the castle for shelter, but they were too fast for us. They slaughtered everyone they caught and torched their houses. I barely escaped and they murdered my parents.
God bless you, boy. I'm terribly sorry for your loss.
Are we like falling asleep? Is that why our eyes keep closing? I feel like there's almost too many realistic elements to this game. I should probably just take all this just to help later on, right? Let's go to the courtyard. Is this the lodge in the courtyard? Let's just do a full 12-hour.
Today the patrols will be doubled. Keep your eyes peeled. If you see anything out of the ordinary, report it immediately. Understood?
Yes, sir.
We didn't take our boots off. Oof. Yes? I was supposed to do that, wasn't I?
It is I, Henry. Forgive the intrusion. I didn't wake you, boy, did I?
My lady, no, not at all. But what brings you here at this hour?
I thought you could do with a little wine.
Is she gonna poison us or something?
It's just what you need to help you sleep.
My lady, thank you. You really shouldn't. You could have sent a servant.
I was going to. But to tell you the truth, I couldn't sleep either. I thought of you while saying my prayers. How awful it must have been for you. I came to offer you solace, to let you know you're not alone.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
You're welcome. Now, Henry, I know this is all very new and strange for you. But I want you to feel at home here. You're not to worry about anything.
I don't know if she's trying to poison us,
God
or...
knows you've been through a terrible ordeal. I know what it is to be left alone in the world, although your loss is much greater. But with God's help, the pain will ease in time. And it can help to talk about it, if you feel like it.
Is it going to give us the dialogue options to talk?
You might be right, my lady. I'll tell you what happened. It was terrible and unexpected. The day started just like any other. Father sent me into town on some errands. I went to the tavern to buy ale for Father. I know it's a job for a groom, but I didn't mind, because my girl Bianca worked there. I courted her a while and we agreed to meet in the evening, but our meeting was never to happen.
Oh, dear boy.
When I'd done all the errands, I headed back home. I promised Father I'd help him with his work, and I was looking forward to it. He was forging a sword for Sir Radzig. The sword was taking shape when Sir Radzig himself came to have a look at it. He praised Father's work and said that with his smithing skills, he could easily make a living in Prague or Vienna.
You don't say.
But Sigismund's horde was already on the horizon, ready to attack the town. I saw smoke on the horizon from a village Sigismund pillaged on the way to our town, which was soon to meet the same fate.
God have mercy.
And then death descended on Skalitz. I saw Deutsch trying to defend himself. The man who'd mocked King Wenceslas as a drunkard and praised Sigismund now stood facing his soldiers with nothing but a pitchfork, trying to protect his wife and son. It was hopeless. He slaughtered them all.
That's so sad.
I ran to the castle like our neighbours to take cover, but I didn't make it. I had to find another way to save myself. The men on the battlements called down to me to flee to Talmberg and warn you. I was lucky I knew a concealed path around the castle. I wasn't safe yet. The Cumans were going from house to house below the castle, looting and then torching them. They encircled the castle, and it was clear they could spot me at any moment.
May God punish them.
Then I heard a scream. It was Teresa, the mill wench. She'd been caught by a gang of Cuman savages who planned to violate her. I wanted to help her. God knows I wanted to, but... Even though I had the sword we made for Sir Radzig, they had me outnumbered and they were well armed too. I only just managed to grab one of their horses and ride off. I couldn't help her any more than I could have helped my parents.
It wasn't your fault.
I'll never forget the horror. It will haunt me for the rest of my life.
That's terrible. How could something like that happen?
God alone knows why he lets such things happen.
You poor boy. I understand your grief, but God is not to blame for the ills of this world. That is the work of Satan and those
Yeah,
who
just blame it all on God and
those
Satan.
who are corrupted by greed, envy, and pride. You must not lose faith, whatever life brings. Fate has not been merciful to me, and my husband either. Although in comparison to the horrors you went through. I was young when I married my husband. It was my father's wish. Divish was a lot older than I, but a woman must bear her lot. Shortly after our marriage, before I even got a look at Talmberg, the castle was stormed and my husband was imprisoned.
Really?
My husband had some quarrel with Sir Havel Medek of Valdek, who decided to resolve it by force. He stormed the castle, burned down the village of Pribyslavitz, and killed many of our men, even the old chamberlain. He imprisoned my husband in the castle and put his own garrison there.
That's awful.
I was barely 18 years old, and all of a sudden, I was left alone with Sir Robert. We didn't know what to do. We went to Prague to appeal to the king and sought help from Divish's friends, but all to no avail. We tried for years, but it seemed I was destined to be left alone and my husband to rot in jail in his own castle.
Years, you say?
7 years. That's how long it took before Havel was condemned as an enemy of the crown. And even then he refused to surrender the castle and release my husband. In the end, I raised the money to pay a ransom, and only then, by the grace of Lord Jesus, did I finally lay eyes on my husband once more.
7 years? And was Havel punished for it?
Never. And after 7 years, my husband returned to me an infirm old man.
Sir Divish seems like a good, strong man.
Certainly, only he has many concerns. He had to rebuild Talmberg. After he was released, the king appointed him Burgrave of Prague Castle, and he was very busy. He had no time for me at all. But at least we were in the city, and there was something going on. And now, we're here.
My lady, you're still young and beautiful. Your best years are still ahead of you.
Would that that were true, lad. Would it were true. But what am I doing bothering you with this? You have troubles enough of your own. I'll go and let you sleep. I enjoyed our little talk, Henry. Good night, and God bless.
Good night, my lady.
That's weird. Normally, I would think the king would be pissed about that, or Sir Divish. You know what I just realized? Sir Ishabal or whatever, the guy who was with Sir Rod something, or Results, or... He went away right before the attack started. Almost like the one guy knew the attack was coming. I'm guessing there's some drama or setup here.
Henry, wake up. You don't want to miss this.
What is it? What's happening?
Come to the battlements. One of our patrols reported a company heading here from Skalitz.
So I'm actually curious. He told us to take our boots off before. We never took our boots off on the bed. Was that actually up to us? Were we supposed to go to our player menu here and take the boots off? So how do I do that? take off the old boots? Yeah, that's what I was supposed to do. Interesting. Alright, go to the battlements via the gateway stairs. Take the torch from the table.
Not that I'm spoiling for a fight, but if I have to choose a place for one, then right here behind solid walls is it.
True enough.
Listen up. If it's Sigismund and his army, prepare for the worst. But don't be daunted by their numbers. Heed my commands, and all will end well.
Hey, you men down there. Tell the people outside the walls to prepare for attack. Quickly!
What's going on?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense. Why would Sigismund advance on Talmberg in the night? Especially since he's lost the element of surprise after the raid on Skalitz.
Maybe it's not him.
Then who is it? The scouts Jivish sent to Skalitz to spy on Sigismund said he'd set up camp and was getting ready to storm the castle. And so Radzig is an experienced soldier. He'd surely hold the castle for quite some time. It doesn't make sense.
What else did the spies see?
Not much of anything. Before they could get close enough, this huge storm started. And you were right. Sigismund has a hell of a lot of soldiers, including all manner of mercenaries. An army like that costs a fortune. Well, anyway, we'll find out when they get here, won't we?
Aye, we will.
Oh yeah, we'll just find out when they kill us.
Halt! Who goes there?
Lucifer and all his minions. Who else, Robber?
Sir Radzig, what a relief.
Is his lordship there with you?
Yes, sir, he is right here.
What are you doing up so late, Divish? At your age, you need a good night's sleep.
Well, Radzig, you didn't exactly pick the best time for an outing either. In a big hurry?
It was a bit of a scramble, all right. Believe it or not, this tempest is a godsend for me and my men. As my old granddad used to say, better a sore throat than a slit throat.
I'd say your grandfather was a wise man. Your messenger told us what happened.
Messenger?
The lad you sent to warn us.
He's alive? He made it to you?
He's here with me. He only got away by the skin of his teeth, though.
Thank God.
A brave young man. But tell me, friend, how on earth did you manage to get away?
Thank God for this tempest. When it began, Sigismund's Tatars crawled into their holes and left a storm into the castle for more clement weather. We were able to sneak out right under their noses. The Lord be praised. We wouldn't have stood a chance against them.
Would you like to spend the night in Talmberg?
No. When Sigismund finds the castle empty tomorrow, he might come looking for us. We'd only be exposing you to danger. Without me and my men, he has no call to attack you.
Oh, he's just gonna invade them anyways.
We'll march to Ratai. It's only a short way, and there we'll have a better chance of defense, and enough room for all of these people. If Sigismund should come, better bend your knee, Divish. There's no point dying in a battle that's futile.
You're right there.
Is that boy still with you?
I'm here, sir.
You have courage, lad. That I can't deny. I am sorry about what happened. Would you care to join us?
I'd like to, sir, but first I have to return to Skalitz.
Are you mad? What do you want there?
I can't leave my mother and father. I won't leave their corpses rotting in the street. I'll join you once I've taken care of them.
Don't even think of going back there, you donkey. Are you tired of living?
Sir!
Quiet! I'm sorry about your father, but getting killed as well won't help him. Divish, make sure that lad doesn't budge from Talmberg until things quieten down.
Not to worry, friend. Anyway, he's injured and needs to recover. I'll lock him up here as if he were Havel of Valdic.
I've seen you've grown a thick skin since your tribulation, sir. But thank you. We'll meet again when circumstances are more favorable. Farewell.
Farewell, friend, and good fortune. Give my regards to Sir Hanush.
I will. And good luck to you and your people, too. These are dark times. Move out!
Anywhere, people! Move out! It's only a short way to right here now.
Men, tonight we'll have triple patrols. Sort out the watches between you as always. And if I catch anyone boozing, playing dice or slacking off, I'll personally break every bone in his body. I want you to keep a close eye on everything nearby. Sigismund will surely have sent spies, and likely men as well, to follow the Skalitz people now he knows they've fled. Keep your eyes peeled, and report everything to me at once. Understood? Henry, I need to have a word with you.
What is it you need?
I could use an extra pair of eyes, and yours are keen. Will you keep watch on the battlements with my men?
Is that a request or an order?
I'd rather it was a request you answered yes to.
Of course I'll help. I have to pay you back somehow after all you've done for me.
Splendid! And don't worry, I'll tell the men to relieve you later.
God be with you.
So, are we just supposed to literally wait here until something happens? Man, I do not trust Sir Radzig. I don't believe he got out of that invasion that easily. I think he bent the knee to Sigmund. What am I watching for? Keep watch on the battlements. Maybe I'm supposed to speed up time? How do I speed up time? You can't delay.
Who are you? Wandering around like a stray sheep. Must be your first watch, eh?
Yeah?
I don't think anything much will be happening today. You can just lean against the wall and wait till morning. I'll show you what's what.
I will. Thank you.
You'd better put that weapon away, or you'll be asking for trouble. What?
Wait until morning. When is morning?
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go!
Everyone
Go!
to the daily document. Quickly, we have visitors.
Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Let's go! Let's go! Move it! Quick! Go! Go! Let's go! Let's go! Move it! We're coming at the blood scallops.
Holy Mary, Mother of God, pray for us sinners.
See how the self-appointed king wins the love and respect of his loyal subjects.
Indeed, Robard. Sigismund of Luxembourg has a rare talent for winning people over to his cause. We may be in for a surprise, though. I don't think he will set his heathen dogs on us today.
Greetings, Lord of Talmberg.
That's the bastard who led the attack at Skalitz and killed my parents.
Don't be an idiot. Do you want to end up like them?
I am Sir Markwart von Aulitz. I come in the name of Sigismund of Luxembourg, King of Hungary and Croatia, who has resolved to strike against those who disrupt concord in the land and to restore order in the name of his brother, King Wenceslaus IV.
Restore order by burning and pillaging the king's estates.
Greetings, Sir Markwart. The efforts of the king's brother to bring order to this chaotic land are undoubtedly noble. It seems to me, though, that he and his army have somewhat strayed. As Burgrave of Prague Castle, I am entirely beholden to the king, and here in Talmberg divine peace reigned until your arrival. To what then do we owe the honor of your visit?
Yesterday, His Majesty took action against the enemy of the kingdom, Sir Radzig Kobyla, who has been using the silver from the Skalitz mine to fund insurrection against the crown. Unfortunately, the insurgent escaped. Would you happen to know, noble sir, where he might be at this time?
As far as I know, the Sir Radzik of which you speak is the king's hetman at Skalitz. I find it hard to imagine that he would rebel against our king. Nevertheless, I can assure you that Sir Radzik is not at Talmberg. He would be a fool indeed to flee from one castle, where he has little chance of defense, to another, where he has even less. Or do you take the view that my humble manor is any obstacle to your army?
Am I to inform the king then that Sir Radzik Kobila is not at Talmberg and that he has your loyalty?
Sir Radzik Kobila is not here, and I have no intentions of getting embroiled in affairs from which I have nothing to gain.
Very well, sir. As you wish. I will relay your words to the king in the hope he will be as well disposed as you seem to be.
Those who have clean consciences and goodwill may find themselves well disposed even at moments like this, when there is little cause for joy. Farewell, sir.
Auf Wiedersehen.
My lord, you have my utmost admiration.
Get on with you, Robard.
What was that cheeky look back? Objectives started. Bury your loved ones in Skalitz. Talk to Sir Robert. Was a Bohemian yeoman the royal hetman of Wenceslas between... In 1403, he resided in the castle where he oversaw the mining of silver. The king was known for his generosity to lower nobles. Apparently one of these, and probably the king's friend. He was killed in 1406. Dude! The game spoils how they... What? I can't believe I just read that. He was killed in a tavern in Kutnahora by a mob of miners. So, the game tells you how a character dies later on. Like, is that not major spoilers for the game to just tell you what happens to a character before you find that? Holy shit. Yeah, so that just tells us the history, like, oh man, I really hate that it tells you the whole history, even if it spoils the game for you. I guess it expects you already know that. Bury your loved ones at Skalitz. You can't fast travel now. Oh. Yeah, the gameplay side of this game definitely has some bugs. Can I get on my horse? You know, I almost feel like this game is better for like educational use than actual gameplay. Like there's so much historical accuracy and realism stuff. I feel like this isn't really a game for enjoying. It's more like
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat! Raise the alarm! He's trying to escape!
objective failed? Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Why did it give us that objective then? Oh my god. Is there any way to go back? That's some nice concept art. Oh my god, I just realized. It's been completely black on these loading screens. It's supposed to have concept art images on those. Wow. So the loading screens have been bugging as well. Alright, let's just go speak to Sir Robert. It really bugs me how the character can't climb up stuff like this.
God be with you.
So many questions.
Where did these humans come from, anyway?
I don't know much about them, only what the Chamberlain said. That they came to Hungary from the east and settled there. They're godless barbarians and merciless fighters. The nobles used to say the Hungarian king shouldn't enlist them, because they dishonor our rules of warfare. But when there's power and money to be had, it seems that honor isn't worth my spit. And believe me, it's always about power and money.
What happened in Kuttenberg?
Gutenberg, well, I'm just a simple soldier, but the good Lord gave me ears, and I've heard some things from Sir Divish and from those who fled from Sigismund's pillaging.
Were there many?
Indeed, but it was the Kuttenberg mercenaries who came to see me, because I knew them from before.
I see.
Listen, lad, these are all games of the high aristocracy. In Prague, a cabal of nobles rebelled against King Wenceslas, wealthy aristocrats who took against our king for reasons of their own. There's no doubt Sigismund had his fingers in the whole affair. Him and Wenceslas's cousin, Jobst. And that cabal helped him abduct the king.
So then why did Sigismund attack Kuttenberg?
Why do you think?
Because the lords there could have risen against him with their armies and stopped his conquest of the Bohemian territories?
That's part of it. King Charles, may God grant him eternal glory, built Prague into a proper royal city, while King Wenceslas took a liking to Kuttenberg. After Prague, it's the most important city in Bohemia, in the entire Holy Roman Empire. He who commands the Kuttenberg silver is king.
So Kuttenberg sided with Wenceslas because he favoured it?
Now you're starting to understand. When Sigismund imprisoned Wenceslas and took control of Prague, the people of Kuttenberg began to raise an army against him. So with the attack on Kuttenberg, Sigismund killed two birds with one stone. He defeated Wenceslas's most powerful allies before they could stand against him, and also gained immense wealth.
Why did Sigismund burn down Skalitz and then come here too?
That's war for you, lad. Certain lords have resolved to take things into their own hands and eliminate anyone who doesn't share their view. Unfortunately, Sir Radzig is one of those. And what's more, He was sitting on a pile of silver that could help King Wenceslaus's allies.
Sir Robard, I need to get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped with robber barons, brigands, deserters, and other vermin. And anyway, your lord commanded you to stay here.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravaged by dogs. I have to bury them.
Good God, boy. Do you want to throw your life away for those who can never get theirs back? Do you think that's what they'd want? Forget it.
Fail. Alright. Bury your loved ones. Get a horse. Get out of the castle. Wait, is that really all my objective? Just escape the castle?
Sigismund and his heathen cutthroats will come out of the woods any time now and slaughter us all.
They won't come back. Why would they? We'll stay here overnight to be on the safe side and go back to the fields tomorrow.
Mark my words.
Heaven forbid.
Pillaging towns like Sigismund.
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat! Raise the alarm! He's trying to escape! You men down there! There's a prisoner escaping! Catch him! There, below the battlements!
Come on. My horse better come running. It told me to do this whistling for a horse. I guess I have no horse. Can I fast travel? I really think I should be able to. You can't fast travel just now.
Got you! Jesus, you gave me the runaround. Let me go, for Christ's sake! I have to bury my parents! You're going nowhere. Except back inside. If I don't bury them now, they'll be ripped to pieces by jackdaws and scattered over unhallowed ground, and I'm stuck here, a stone's throw away.
All right, shove me. I'll pretend you caught me off guard and I fell over. I'll deal with the others. You just get out of here on the double.
Damn! I'll slaughter you.
Oh, I wasn't supposed to actually punch him.
You'll get what for.
Oh. Oh.
Got weak at the knees, have you?
So I guess we have no fast travel yet. Objective failed, get a horse. So I guess we have to steal a horse every single time we want a horse.
Looks like they've already gone.
We are gonna get mugged. Our character seems to be really stupid inside cutscenes. Like, we are... I hate this stuff where it's like not really a game and you're basically just watching a movie. If I wanted to watch a movie, I would have watched a movie. But I'm trying to play a game. Oh god, we're basically dead. How do I heal? Oh god. Is there no way to heal? Yeah, I guess I can't heal? What a stupid system.
Oh god.
I'm gonna die, aren't I? Because I'm bleeding. I hope it at least heals me when I die. Man, gameplay-wise, the majority of gameplay in this is just walking from one thing to the other. It's absolutely brutal. Oh my god, I'm bugged. I think I'm actually stuck. So there's, as far as I'm aware, there's no way for me to heal right now. But
Jesus.
I can't get to my objective unless I heal. Yeah, like... So I can loot these, but like... are there bandages or something actually I can loot? I'm actually wondering if they just completely fucked up the way they designed this game. Yeah, so like if I just keep dying, how do I get to Skalitz? I actually think I'm bugged. Because there's no way for me to heal. Huh.
Jesus.
This game is so bad in terms of gameplay. Like, it doesn't teach you anything. There's so much walking and just time spent running around. It basically gives you no actual like info on how to do things. It basically just throws you to the wolves, metaphorically speaking. Oh my god, this heals 1 health. And it's not gonna matter because I'm just gonna die right away anyways. Yeah, I think I'm actually stuck. So... How am I supposed to get to Skalitz if I just die before I get to Skalitz? And there's no way for me to heal. Or like, that's the thing, the game hasn't taught me shit yet, so like maybe there is a way to heal, and I just don't know that. Maybe, let me search up Kingdom Come How to Stop Bleeding. Bandage can heal bleeding. I'm stuck bleeding to death loop. So this is an issue that tons of other people run into, and the devs haven't done anything to fix it. Amazing. Amazing. So apparently if you search enough bodies, you'll eventually find bandages. You know what? We've gone this far into this shitty game. Let's try and go a bit farther. Let's look around for bandages. Man, this is a good movie, but a shitty game. All the cutscenes in this and like the graphics are so top-notch and high quality, but the gameplay-wise, this is the most... Oh my god, we got a bandage. Gameplay-wise, this is like the most boring, generic shit ever. Are you kidding me? We're still bleeding? Wait, where do I see me bleeding? Hold on. How do I see if I'm bleeding? Jesus Christ, this game is so bad. You're bleeding unless you bandage your wounds. Shouldn't the bandage have stopped the bleeding? Man, this game, it's not a game. It like tries to be so realistic that it's not even a game anymore. I feel like they have to have put bandages on these people, because otherwise you get people stuck in bleeding to death loops like me. But I don't know, it seems like the devs forgot a lot of stuff in this game. Like, even explaining how to play parts of the game to the players. I mean, I guess that's what realism is, though, is it doesn't explain any of it to you, you're just supposed to figure all this stuff out yourself. I personally think this is a really stupid system. So how do I stop bleeding? If using the bandage doesn't stop bleeding, then wait, what? Yeah, I think I'm stuck. There's a single bandage here and it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't do anything. Huh. Maybe if I load this? I think this save is after I'm bleeding though. Yeah, this is when I'm bleeding, so... I guess I could just try to eat all this food and heal up. That's weird. It says the carrot heals my health, but it didn't heal my health. Oh, it just didn't heal it until I left the menu. Okay, that's unintuitive, but alright. How's that? Wait, what? That barely healed me. Oh my god, this is crazy. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is impossible. There's no way I get this without bleeding to death. So I guess the actual solution is to go back to my save, like, probably like 30 minutes ago and restart that whole section where I'm not stuck in this death loop. Let's try it. I want to see how far back I am. Oh man, this game has such good graphics. There's like so much good here, but like, oh my god, the actual gameplay is so boring and bad. And like the devs have just missed giant issues, like getting stuck in the death loop, bleeding to death. Like, man.
God be with you.
Is there a way I can skip all this?
To get to Skalitz.
What would you do there, lad? Sigismund might have left, but the place will be swamped.
Oh man, you can't skip dialogue. Oh wait, maybe you can.
My parents died there, and I won't leave them to be ravished.
Good God, boy.
Good luck to you.
Alright, let's go. So I need to get a horse. And it's not giving me any icons for it.
Fuck, that fool from Skalitz has gone and jumped in the moat! Raise the alarm! He's trying to escape! You men down there! There's a prisoner escaping! Catch him! There, below the mountains!
Where is a horse? Are there no horses around? Yeah, okay, I guess I'm just gonna run through the, You just tell, though, walking around, the devs and artists have put so much work into designing these villages and towns. Like, nearly every part of these villages and places is, like, filled in with details. It's really amazing. But then the gameplay, you get this shit where you're literally just running. Like, this is the gameplay. You're just walking around for, like, 20 minutes. And then it's, like, a cool 2 or 3 minute cutscene, and then you're walking around for another 30 minutes. It's quite the choice on the devs' part. I guess it's trying to choose like realism over fun.
Looks like they've already gone.
Oh, okay, here we are. The controller's running out of batteries. I have to get up and get some batteries. It's ridiculous how much walking there is in this game. Can I just put something down on my arrow key and just leave it? Hey, these just creepy hanging bodies.
Hey!
No! Please! Don't kill me. I have nothing.
Wait, what? Who is that? How can every NPC run way farther than I can? How does that work? Like I'm not even catching up to this guy, am I? Here we go. Finally. Okay, it can't seriously make NPCs run faster than me, really? Oh, tackle.
Look out. Oh. What? Oh. Ah.
Wait, what? Dude, the combat in this just sucks. Like, holy shit.
Oh.
Like... Like, what? What? So nothing happens. We just throw some punches and he runs away. That's... Okay. Still, let's try and get to Skellets. I want to see if we can actually find our parents and bury them. I also want to see kind of what happened after this invasion. I don't believe, like, dude. It's like, I don't know. The story in this, I think, is good. It's just so spread thin. Like, the whole plot, I think, is super good. Our village gets attacked and raided by this Sigismund and his army, and we abandon to this other place. And that guy has also had issues where, with like Sigismund, and they know the lore of that, and then like the army comes to invade other places, but like, man, all of this is just happening so slowly over the span of like 2.5 hours. Like a movie at this point would have been done, and we would have had 100 times the things happen. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get any more batteries for my controller. I think that's gonna be it for Kingdom Come Deliverance here. I can't take any more of. Well, I can. It's just I don't want to. Yeah. Like, I'm kind of interested to know what happens, but I don't want to spend another 5 hours running around and riding a horse just to see what happens there. Like the gameplay in this is so boring. Can't, like, it's just not a game to me. Like I said, I would compare this more to like a movie. So, yeah, that'll be it for Kingdom Come Deliverance. I feel like I might pick up that game and try it again in one of these next few days, but Maybe not. It's just, yeah, I feel like this is one of those games where it would honestly be good to watch one of the game movies, like on YouTube, how people just combine all of the cutscenes and it skips all the gameplay elements. I feel like this is where it would be really good. You skip all of that walking and horse riding and you just go straight to the cutscenes and war. I think that would be really good. Alright, thanks for watching this stream. I'll see you around. The nature camera right here will be going back on afterwards if you're interested in that. Bye bye. I hope you have a good day.